Hey everyone, welcome to another installment of Harry Potter Theory. Today I'm coming at you with a bunch of updates on the Harry Potter franchise as a whole, including some casting news on the upcoming HBO show, as well as some recent updates to Hogwarts Legacy. Beginning with the first bit of news, TV show update. For those living under a rock, the upcoming Harry Potter TV series, set to be released on HBO Max, intends to adapt each of J.K. Rowling's 7 books into individual seasons, offering a more detailed and true to canon exploration of the books. Since the show's announcement, there has been a significant amount of buzz generated among fans, particularly as after the show's initial announcement, there were still so many unanswered questions. Questions like, what will the series be about? Will it stay true to the original books? And most importantly, who will be in charge of the project? And since then, a lot of these questions have been answered. I've discussed these in previous news videos. But perhaps the biggest lingering question mark still surrounding the series pertains to casting. For many of the titular roles, it's almost impossible to imagine anyone else undertaking them. But showrunners for the upcoming series have the behemoth task of finding people anyway. And in the most recent buzz generated surrounding the show, it appears that we may have finally found our new Dumbledore. Previously, Academy Award winner Mark Rylance appeared to be the name appearing more than any other. Rylance, renowned for his role in the British drama Wolf Hall, is known for delivering many masterful performances, like his portrayal of the Soviet spy Rudolf Abel in 2015's Bridge of Spies, as well as the titular role in 2016's The BFG. However, in the most recent announcement, which at this stage does seem credible, it appears they've instead found their Dumbledore in American actor John Lithgow. My first thought here is that casting John Lithgow breaks one of the biggest rules established in the film franchise, that the cast must be exclusively British, Irish, or Scottish. This was a rule strictly enforced by J.K. Rowling herself during the production of the original films. She was adamant that the Harry Potter universe should feel authentically British, with its characters and locations firmly rooted in the cultural and historical landscape of the UK. Breaking that tradition with an American actor, particularly for a character as iconic and central as Dumbledore, feels like quite a bold move. That said, John Lithgow is no ordinary American actor. His extensive resume showcases his ability to embody diverse and complex characters, including British ones. His Emmy-winning portrayal of Winston Churchill in The Crown was widely praised for its nuance and authenticity, proving he can master the subtleties of a British accent and demeanour. I am curious to see how Lithgow approaches the role. However, I am going to keep a watchful eye, as breaking one of the cardinal rules of the films by casting an American feels like just the first step on a slippery slope of other creative liberties that undermine the authenticity and charm that made the original films so beloved. The Harry Potter series is deeply rooted in its British identity, and much of its magic comes from the culture, accents, and traditions that permeate the story. By stepping away from these core principles, they run the risk of losing the grounded, immersive quality that fans have come to expect. And while Lithgow is undeniably a talented actor with an impressive range, this choice makes me wonder, will other key decisions deviate from the source material or the established tone of the wizarding world? And could this lead to more creative reinterpretations that stray too far from what made the original story resonate with audiences worldwide? I certainly hope not. Lithgow's potential casting raises as many questions as it does excitement. While it might signal a departure from the rigid casting rules of the past, it also suggests the new series is willing to take risks in order to reimagine the story for a fresh audience. Whether this gamble pays off will depend largely on how fans respond to seeing one of the most beloved characters in literary and cinematic history brought to life by someone who, at first glance, doesn't fit the mold. It's entirely possible that Lithgow will surprise us all, bringing a fresh perspective to the character of Dumbledore while still honouring the essence of who he is. But for now, I am a little worried, and do hope that this bold casting decision is a calculated move rather than the beginning of a series of changes that alter Harry Potter beyond recognition. One thing is for sure, the casting team are certainly keeping things interesting. Another prospective recasting that has made headlines is for the role of Severus Snape, with rumours suggesting Papa Asidu may take on the iconic character. Asidu is a renowned British actor of Ghanaian origin. His acting career began with stand-up performances at the Royal Shakespeare Company, where he portrayed the title roles in Hamlet and King Lear, and his recent work spans films such as Murder on the Orient Express and Men, along with television appearances in Gangs of London and the Black Mirror episode Demon 79. And while Asidu certainly has the resume, his casting would mark a departure from the physical portrayal of Snape seen in the films, where Alan Rickman's appearance closely matched the character's description in the books. Snape is described as tall and thin, with long, greasy jet black hair framing his pale, almost ghostly complexion, and his most striking feature includes his hooked nose and cold, penetrating black eyes, which seem to pierce through those he gazes upon. I don't believe either of these casting decisions has been fully confirmed yet, but it certainly seems that they are the most likely candidates at this point. Warner Bros. Have said the following: "A high-profile series like this naturally invites rumors and speculation. As we progress through pre-production, we will confirm details only as deals are finalized." Hogwarts Legacy update. On January 30th, 2025, Hogwarts Legacy, the most successful game in Wizarding World history, and one of the most successful games ever, took a giant leap forward by introducing official mod support for PC players. Announced by Warner Bros. Games and Avalanche Software, this free update celebrates the game's second anniversary with the launch of the Hogwarts Legacy Creator Kit, a toolset designed to empower players to unleash their creativity and customize their experience. Available via Steam and the Epic Games Store, the kit allows users to create and integrate mods directly from the game's main menu once the latest patch is installed. This update comes with a selection of pre-made mods crafted by Avalanche Software to kickstart the excitement, including quirky broomstick alternatives like flying dragons, phoenixes, and even a vacuum cleaner. Players can also explore an infinite dungeon packed with constant combat, or embark on a whimsical, magical creature fetch quest. Beyond these starter mods, the Creator Kit gives players the power to design new gameplay elements, character customization options, and much more. According to Chandler Wood, Avalanche Software's community manager, these tools aim to awaken the inner developer in every player. And thanks to the game's success, there is even more exciting news for Hogwarts Legacy in the pipeline, including a sequel. With over 30 million copies sold by late 2024, the game's unprecedented success has made a sequel a very big priority for Warner Bros. Discovery CFO Gunnar Wiedenfels has confirmed that a follow-up is a key focus for the company. Obviously, a successor to Hogwarts Legacy is one of the biggest priorities, so there is certainly a significant growth contribution from that game's business in our strategic outlook here. Warner Bros. Games president David Haddad also added that the development team is collaborating closely with Warner Bros. Television, which is working on the upcoming Harry Potter HBO series reboot set to air in 2026. I wonder how the two will cross over. Anyway, that's it for today's Harry Potter news update. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of all of this. Until next time, remember, it does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live.